everybody here can easily understand.
Hello again guys, and welcome back to this two-part Blu-ray update. Yep, that's it again. It's going to be a two-parter. It's that big. It's been 2 months, 2.5 months since my last video, I know. And I've been obviously getting some more Blu-rays with my birthday money that I had left over, some eBay stuff that I sold, some trades I did and all that. So this is what it's going to be, the two-parter. Obviously, the first part is going to be the trades I did with some great YouTubers and some people on Facebook. And then the second part will be my steelbooks that I picked up, because I picked up quite a few because there were some really cheap offers going on over the last few months, so I thought I'd get them because I want them in the collection. Welcome to the new movie room wall setup. You've got the 2 shelves behind me with all my Blu-rays and my canvas stuff and poster on the wall and all that stuff, and then obviously I've got another shelf behind where my camera is with my TV series and stuff like that. So it's my new setup, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on. But let's get started with this one, because this is going to be quite a long video. I want to try and get it done as quick as possible, so let's go. First up, we've got some trades that I did with a fantastic YouTuber, Lala Love Medicine, I think. Yeah, Lala Love Medicine, or Carla as I know her. Great YouTuber, fantastic, lovely girl. Knows a lot about her movies, knows a lot about horror. If you haven't seen her channel, do check it out. Lala Love Medicine. The link will be down below. Here we go. The first one I got was a Leonardo DiCaprio film, Russell Crowe, Body of Lies. Really do enjoy this film. Very good. Watched it a few years ago, and it was very entertaining. I haven't seen it since, so I'm looking forward to watching this in the Blu-ray because I watched it on DVD. But I did enjoy this film. Very good. Next is, this came new and sealed, so thank you very much for that, Lala, or Carla, sorry. Absolutely love this film. Great acting by Brandon Lee. I think it obviously, due to this on-set tragedy that happened, it really did propel the film into the mainstream, and that is The Crow, and I'm interested to see the remake they're going to be doing. Apparently that's going to be quite interesting, so we shall see what that's like. But this is a really good film. If you haven't seen this, do check it out. Don't bother with the sequels, they are rubbish compared to this, so do check this one out. Next up, a lot of people not a big fan of this. I'm looking forward to the remake or reboot that they're doing, since they seem to be rebooting everything at the moment, and that is Fantastic Four. Good cast. Michael Chilkus, obviously from The Shield. You've got Chris Evans, who obviously is Captain America now. Ian Gruduff. I'm sorry, apologies, I cannot pronounce that name. And obviously Jessica Alba. Much better than the second one. The second one's alright, but this one I think is more enjoyable, and it's a little bit of fun. It's not to be taken too seriously. It is fun. Next up is a film I actually was dying to get hold of. I pre-ordered it on Steelbook. Decided I didn't want to pay that much for it, just because I didn't know much about it. I am a big fan of the actor that's in it. Love his B movie, so I did want it, but I just thought I'll settle for the Standing Amaray. I put it up on Facebook. I was looking for it, and luckily Carla obliged with this, and it came in excellent condition, fantastic. And it also came with the slipcover, which I wanted as well, and that is Maniac Cop. You know, don't take this too seriously. It's not, you know, a serious film. It is very not silly, but it's got a few gross moments in it, and it is what it is. What it says on the sleeve, Maniac Cop. Don't take it seriously, and you will enjoy it. It's a lovely B movie and a great release by Arrow. Thank you again, Carla. This one I actually put up because I was looking for it, and I also did another one which I'll show you in a second on Facebook. I've been dying to get hold of this film in particular. You just can't get it. It's so expensive on eBay, so expensive on Play. I thought, no, I'm going to try and take a risk and see if anyone has it on Facebook, on some of the sites I'm on, which is like Everything Blue Sales and all that, and it's a really good site. If you're not on it on Facebook, join it, because you'll get some real bargains. Everyone's reasonably priced. They understand everyone's a collector, so they try and take the mick, you know, with all these ridiculous prices that you see on eBay and stuff like that. But yeah, this is one of the ones I put up because I was dying to get hold of it, because I love it and I wanted it on Blu-ray, and Carla did me a really nice price on it. It was really cheap compared to what it is on eBay, and that is The Mask, Jim Carrey's The Mask. It is a very funny film. I saw this in the cinema. Very entertaining. if you haven't seen it, I guarantee most people have seen this, but if you haven't, do check it out. Don't bother with the sequel. Pointless, absolutely pointless. One of the worst films I've seen. But this is a brilliant film, and if you haven't, do watch it. It's very funny too. Next up is, I did a trade with Carla. And sent her one of my steelbooks. I don't know if she'll show it in one of her videos or not, but we'll see. And this I wanted just because I wanted the 3D version of it, because I really enjoy the original. I had seen it on DVD, haven't seen it on Blu-ray yet, but I was really looking forward to checking it out in 3D. I missed the steelbook that they did a few years ago, but I'm kind of glad they did, because again, they re-released it in 3D, and I really want to check it out in 3D, because a lot of the post-conversion they're doing on the older films seem to be working quite well. Titanic seemed to work quite well, and what was the other one I watched recently with the 3D was really good? I can't remember. If I remember, I'll let you know. But this is Predator. Absolutely love this film. You know, another Arnold Schwarzenegger classic, and it came with this beautiful slip cover that you just can't seem to get anywhere. So thank you for that, and it was brand new, still sealed. So Carla, you did me a great favour there. Thank you. The last one I got from Carla is actually a steelbook. It is a Steven Spielberg classic. Not one of my favourite Steven Spielberg films, but still one of. It's definitely in there in the top 10 Steven Spielbergs for me. Just because I remember when I was a kid, I really enjoyed it. It did freak me out a little bit when I was a little bit younger, because I saw it when I was very young, but I watched it again and thoroughly enjoyed it. And that is E.T., the E.T. steelbook. It's a really nice steelbook, really nice release, and some lovely special features on there. So glad to have this in the collection, and I got it for a very reasonable price. Carla did it very cheaply, and it was brand new as well, still sealed. I just open all my steelbooks. I'm a collector, but I'm not going to keep them sealed because I want to watch these films, and I don't have the money to double dip. So yeah, this definitely one. So they're the ones I got from Carla. So thank you very much. Or Love Medicine. Thank you very much for the trades you did with me. I really appreciate it, and obviously some of the sales you did. I'm glad to have these in the collection. They're films I've been trying to get hold of, and for decent prices, and you really did do decent prices. So if you haven't checked her out, check her out. Next up is, I don't think he is a YouTuber that I'm aware of or I know of, but he's definitely on Facebook. I've done a couple of sales with him. I didn't do any trades, I don't think. No, I didn't. But yeah, got a few of it off him because he was doing them again very reasonably priced, very cheap, from because he's just selling off some of his collection. And this guy is Paul McGraw. Sorry if I've got that wrong. If you do watch the YouTube channels or whatever, but yeah, these are some of the ones I picked up from him. Again, very reasonably priced. Sent them all together, which they all came in immaculate condition. So thank you very much for that. The comic, or whatever, the limited edition Big Lebowski slipcover. I think it's like the comic book slipcovers that they did in HMV. Love this film. Jeff Bridges, Steve Buscemi, and obviously Jeff Goldblum, John Goodman. Great film. Watched it a long time ago. Really looking forward to checking this out on Blu-ray, because I haven't seen it Blu-ray, so I will be watching this very soon. And next, this is the other film I was talking about that I was just trying to get hold of. As I said, I put it up thinking that no one would have it for spare. He did, and that is Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, Dumb and Dumber. He didn't have the case, funnily enough, but he had the slip cut, or the inside insert and the disc, but I had a spare case, so just put it straight in there, and it is in immaculate condition. It is brilliant. No damage to the disc or the sleeve, so really happy with that. Thank you so much for that, because I was really looking forward to getting hold of this, and again, could not get it anywhere for a reasonable price. It was £30–40 on eBay or Amazon. I was just like, no, I'm not going to pay that, and I got it very cheaply, so thank you very much, because you had a spare. Another film or set I was really looking forward to getting hold of, and this is the first release of it, which is come in immaculate condition, really good, from what I can tell, special features, no damage to the box, and that is the Rocky Undisputed Collection. Great set of films. The only poor one I'd say is Rocky 5, my favourite being Rocky 4. I know that is a lot of people's favourites. I don't know why, I just think I thoroughly enjoyed it more, and the soundtrack to it is fantastic. Great soundtrack. Just some of the music in that is brilliant. But yeah, really glad to have this collection. I can't wait to check these out on Blu-ray, because I love these films, so I'm really looking forward to checking these ones out. The next two, again, are just two steelbooks I got from him. This one was a release that I wanted to get, but decided not to because it was just too expensive, and even the standard Amaray was quite expensive, so I just kind of didn't bother. Then he put it up as he was selling it. I asked him how much, and it was brand new, still sealed, well not still sealed, but still had the slip cover or the J card on it, and it was in perfect condition, so no damage to it. And that is the Arrow release, Day of the Dead. Nice steelbook, and like I say, really happy to have this in the collection. I do enjoy this film, and it is a nice steelbook, and it's a lovely release by Arrow. I mean, the special features on this are ridiculous. They really do go all out on these releases, so I'm glad to have this. And so it's a nice little steelbook, and it's a little limited edition. I thought, get it brand new for the price I did. I think it was £10. I couldn't really knock that, and I was really happy with that, so thank you very much again for that, mate. And the last one I picked up from him was another film I've been trying to get hold of. Again, very expensive on eBay and on Play and all that, because it's obviously no longer available, and this was in immaculate condition. Saving Private Ryan. Love this film, absolute brilliant World War II film. Obviously very much embellished on some of the stories that are going on in it, but very enjoyable. And I remember seeing this and just being blown away by just the opening scene. It was amazing. So I'm really glad to have this, and again, looking forward to watching this on Blu-ray, because I only had this on DVD, so looking forward to checking this one. So they're the releases I got from those guys. So thank you very much for that. Next up, in my last video I said I was collecting the Pixar films and getting them all on Blu-ray. I think I've only got one left to get. And this guy said, I actually have this on Blu as a spare, would you like it? And I said, how much would you want for it? And he said, don't worry about it, see it as a 30th birthday present, because it was your birthday just recently. And I said, no, honestly mate, I'll pay you. He said, no, don't worry about it. And it was very generous. So, and that's a big shout out to a guy with a camera. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate the generosity you gave here, and that is A Bug's Life. Not one of my favourite Pixar films, but I do enjoy it, and I watched it with my son recently, and we both sat there laughing away. So thank you so much for that. It is a very nice film, and it is a bit of fun, and obviously again to give that away for free. Thank you very much, mate. I really do appreciate it. So big thank you to you, mate. Big thank you. The next shout out I've got is to a very good friend on Facebook and on here. It is to Dan, or as many of you may know him as Orton Productions. He put some stuff on Facebook. I said I really would like to get hold of that, because I'm trying to complete my collection, even though 2 of them aren't available over here, so I may have to import, but I really wanted to get hold of it. And I said, how much for it? And he said, for you mate, you can have it free as a gift, basically. So it was very generous. I mean, it's very rare you get that kind of generosity. I mean, I know I can't afford to do it very often, so thank you so much to the guys that have, because it really was a very nice, sweet gesture from you guys, so thank you. And that is Giant Silent Bob Strike Back. Very silly film, but it's one of those ones I can sit back and I can stick on, and I can just laugh away. I know it's not serious, it's not going to be masterworks of any kind, but it is just silly, and it is a bit of fun, and I'm glad to have it in the collection, so thank you so much for that. Dan, I really do appreciate it, and hopefully I can reciprocate the favour for you guys in the future, but thank you very much for that. The last thing I did, it's not really a trade, it was on offer in CEX. That again, it's very expensive, and I wanted it on Blu-ray, and I've since pre-ordered the steelbook of it as well, because I really do enjoy the film, and I like the steelbook. But I asked, it popped up in Liverpool, and my dad obviously being up there, I asked could he go and get it for me or pick it up for me, and he generously did. But obviously when I got up there, it came with no sleeve. It had a printout that they did in CEX, and it looked awful. And I know this guy, Wolfman's Got Nards, great YouTuber again, great videos, and also has like a little side business of doing slipcovers and stuff like that. You know, some fantastic stuff that he's done for that, Orton Productions as well. I just messaged him, said out of the blue, saying, look mate, would you be able to do a sleeve for this? And he did, and it is The Punisher. It's a really nice sleeve that he did. It's come out really, really nice. I'm really happy with it, and I'm glad to have that, because it looks nicer than what CEX had, and I actually prefer it more than the actual sleeve that they did for the actual release. And it is the English release. It's just obviously I think it's like an American cover or something like that, but it is really nice. So thank you so much for that, and a big shout out to you for that. You know, if you guys are looking to do slip covers or sleeves like that for any of your blues, check him out. He's a really good guy, and the link will be down below for all these guys. So thank you so much. The last little part of this section will be the ones I've just picked up generally over the last month. You know, just the Amores I've decided to get and stuff like that. So I'll quickly get through them for you. First up is a film I've been dying to get hold of for a long time. It wasn't released on DVD. They finally released it on DVD last year and Blu-ray. And I thought I have to pick it up, but it was just too expensive. And it went down eventually. And I got it for like 2 for 10 or 3 for 17 or something like that on Amazon. And it's a film I absolutely love, and I would love them to release this sequel on Blu-ray now. But that is the Addams Family. I mean, Raul Julia and Angelica Houston in this are absolutely fantastic. They nail the parts, and it is a very funny film. And I just remember laughing my ass off watching this film. So I can't wait to check this out on Blu-ray, because I've heard it's a very good transfer. So definitely one to watch it because it is fun. Another one I picked up was that I wanted to complete the set. I've still now only got to get the second one, because I got the first one last month, and that is Austin Powers Gold Member. Again, got this very cheap off store, off Play or something like that, brand new, and it was on an offer, I think 2 for £8 or something like that. So very happy to have this, and I've just got to try and get the second one now. So hopefully I will pick that up very soon, and I'll have the Austin Powers on Blu-ray. Next up is a film. Is one of the I got 2 of these. I got a gift card from a very good friend. Thank you very much, Sam, for my birthday. So I decided to get 2 films I wanted to really get. The first one being Blow, with Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz. Absolutely fantastic film. Really do recommend this. If no one's seen it, it is really good, and it's a fun film. But it also has a really nice story to it as well, and a little bit of a heartbreaking story to it at the end. I mean, I know I found it quite heartbreaking at the end, especially being a parent now myself. So it was just one of those things I could relate to, in the heartbreak of being a parent, not of being a drug dealer, because I'm not. But yeah, definitely worth a watch. Very great acting, some great actors in it. Ethan Suplee's in it. He's appears in it quite a bit, and you know, directed by Ted Dem, who did Silence of the Lambs. So definitely worth a watch anyway. Another one I picked up from, oh no, this was from eBay. This was the MG&M store. Again, they do really cheap Blu-rays. They are the slim case editions. I think they must be the ones that they do when they give away Blu-rays when you buy a Blu-ray player, or when you first bought a Blu-ray player years and years ago. And that is a great film starring Ryan Phillippe, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Reese Witherspoon, and that is Cruel Intentions. I absolutely adore this film. I remember seeing this when I was 16, and I just could totally relate to the characters, not being vindictive, but just at the time, I just, you know, them playing the age that they were supposed to play. I just really enjoyed this film, and I thought it was a very clever film as well, and it was definitely worth a watch. And I'm glad to have this in the collection, because you can't get it on Blu-ray over here, or it's definitely not a release over here that I've seen. But this is all in English, and it's, you know, the back cover is in English, so it's definitely a release that they did to give away anyway. So definitely worth getting. The next Blu-ray is one I've been trying to get hold of for a long time, and I was gutted I missed out on it when it came out. I didn't think it would sell out, and I didn't think it would no longer be available because they lost the rights to it. I've joked around with Autumn Productions about this release as well, and it was one that you just can't get brand new, and if you do get brand new, you're paying £100 or more for it, and I just do not have that kind of money. I mean, paying this much for what I did, and luckily my dad gave it to me as a gift, which was nice, but you know, paying the price it paid for it second hand was still quite high, but it came in absolutely immaculate condition, and it is a release I'm really happy to get hold of, and that is Dawn of the Dead. Another Arrow release, and they are, again, this is just, you know, 3 discs, everything is immaculate. The book that came with it, the poster, the case, you know, there's maybe a little bit of tear at the bottom, but it's, for what it was, and for the fact that it is so rare to get hold of, I'm so happy to have it, and it is a really lovely release. So thank you so much, Dad, for picking this up, because again, this popped up, I just stupidly put it in CEX, seeing it, thinking I was not going to appear anywhere near me anyway, and it popped up in Liverpool, and again, my dad being up in Liverpool generously went and got this for me, so thank you very much. I'm glad he did, because he went and got it on the day that I noticed it, because I could imagine this would have got picked up very quickly if I hadn't. So thank you, Dad, and I'm really glad to have this. It's one of my rarest in my collection now, so thank you very much. Another CEX pickup, I think it was. Yep, CEX is a collection I wanted to get hold of. Too expensive at the moment, just to get hold of in brand new, but it looks brand new. The box is in perfect condition, and all the discs are great. And that is the Godfather trilogy. Really lovely set, and I do really like the box as well. It's a nice hard box, protects all the DVDs and arrays inside. And it's definitely worth having in the collection. I mean, I got this for like 15 quid in CEX, so it wasn't too expensive either, especially when it's like 40, 50 pound in H&B at the moment. I don't know how much it is online, I didn't check, but definitely going to have this in the collection. I wasn't too fussed about having this second hand or not, so great set to have. The second film I picked up that I got from that gift card that my mate got me, which is a film, it's very silly. You know, I really enjoyed the first one. I can relate to the characters just because of my age and being a parent as well. And you know, if you go into this thinking it's going to be, you know, a very, very funny film or just stupid, then you will enjoy it. You know, it's not serious, and you should not take this seriously. If you're in the mood just to sit back, have a beer, have a pizza, watch a film that is stupid, definitely check it out. And that is Grown Ups 2. You know, yes, there are bits in this that are really stupid and probably shouldn't have gone in it, but I did laugh at this and I did find it very funny. Again, Adam Sandler, he just throws out films that are funny. There are some that are awful, and I will admit that. There are, you know, Jack and Jill, and there was another one I watched that was just friggin' awful. But I enjoy these films. I thought they were funny, and they, you know, don't take them seriously. You just sit back, have a laugh, have a beer. That's what these films are for. Don't take them seriously, and you will enjoy. That's what I would say anyway. Next film I picked up is a Oliver Stone film. Absolutely love this film. Just because I love the subject. I remember in history just being blown away by the subject and just wanting to read more about it, and I would love to know the truth. You know, if they ever, I don't think they ever will, but I would love to know what the actual truth is to this, and because there's so many different theories, and that is JFK. Absolutely fantastic film. Kevin Costner's best for me, I think. I think he's absolutely fantastic in this, and also the cast that are in it: Kevin Bacon, Tommy Lee Jones, Gary Oldman, Michael Rooker, Cece Spacek, Joe Pesci. I mean, that is a cast to have in your film, and it is very well directed. I mean, I know that the director pushes to a certain theory of himself. Whether you agree with it or not is a different matter, but I mean, I would love to know, and I think it is a fantastic film and definitely worth having in the collection. I know they did a steelbook of this, and it is very, very hard to come by now. Next up is a Denzel Washington film. Absolutely love this film. I remember watching it a few years ago and just really being blown away by it. And again, I enjoyed the ending. It was different for at the time, I think. And that is Man on Fire. Definitely a great film and a fantastic acting by Denzel. You know, great cast, and it really is an enjoyable film. If you're not a fan of these kind of films, don't bother watching them, because it is a revenge type thriller, but it is very, very entertaining, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's directed by Tony Scott, who I feel does some really good films, so definitely worth watching. Now, the next film I know I absolutely slated last year when I did my horror movie month. The reason being, I just sat back, didn't enjoy it as much as the first film. I think I'd already watched another film anyway, and I was a little bit tired, and I thought I just did not get it at the time. But this box set came out, and I really wanted to check it out, and I really, you know, I love the director, and I'd like to see his earlier works, and the special features on this are worth the price alone. I think I paid £11 for this, and I'm really happy with the releases. It's fantastic, and I will definitely check this out again over my horror movie month. I won't be reviewing it as much. I may just let you know what I think of it after watching the Blu-ray version and the transfer of it all, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Definitely not a great film compared to the first, but I'm glad to have this box set in the collection, and I'm willing to give it another go, just because it's a fantastic release, and there's hours of special features on here, which I probably will never get through, but I'm really looking forward to trying anyway. But yeah, I will definitely give this one another go, because it is a lovely release, and I'm glad for the price I got it. I couldn't really knock that, so definitely glad to have that in the collection. The last two Amores I picked up is a film I really enjoyed. I enjoy this the most out of I know there's 4, but I've only seen 3 of them, and that is Underworld, starring Kate Beckinsale. I remember sitting back, sticking it on DVD, not expecting much, and I just really enjoyed it. I just sat there thinking, this is actually quite a fun film. Again, don't take it seriously, you will enjoy it. Take it seriously, you're not going to enjoy it. You know, it's a certain type of film for a certain day, and if you're in a serious mood, you're not going to enjoy it. If you're in a joke, you're in a comedy mood, you're not going to enjoy it. But if you're interested in it for an action mood, you will enjoy it. So check it out. You know, it's definitely the best of the four. For me, best of the three. I haven't seen the Rise of the Lycans or whatever it's called. I think it is. The second one was okay, and I preferred Underworld Awakening, but I'll have to give that another go because I can't remember much about it. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching this again in Blu-ray. The last one is another Pixar I got from my Disney rewards, which I was happy to use for free because, again, it's not my favourite of the Pixars, but it is a fun film, and I watched it again with my son recently and sat back and enjoyed it. So it was quite good. I'm glad I've got it, and again, getting it for free, you can't really knock that, and that is Ratatouille. Not their best, but still a fun film. You know, Pixar do animation very, very well, so you know you're enjoying most of them, and it means I've only got one Pixar film left again. That is Brave. I'm trying to get the 3D version of that, but that nearly completes my collection anyway, so glad to have it. Right, so that is the end of my Amores and trades I got for the last month. My next part 2, that you're going to hopefully watch in either today, tomorrow, whenever, is my steelbooks that I got. I got quite a few steelbooks. I haven't bought a lot of steelbooks for a long time, so I'm glad to have got a few here. There's some really good steelbooks in there and some very cheap prices, and there's probably some that you won't like, but hopefully I'll see you over on the next video. Take it easy.